Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Jenny Anita, and lately I've never been able to upload a video because I've been busy with my internship. I'm extremely sorry for that. Today I'm back with a special video because we have Dr. Mandira who has topped FMG December 2021. Let's listen to her and let's talk about her strategies and everything. I hope you find this video extremely useful. Dr. Mandira, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Dr. M.G. Mandira. I studied from Smolensk State Medical University, Russia, and I scored 203 in this FMG December 2021 exam in the first attempt.
Oh, nice. It was your first attempt, and you're
Yes.
from Russia.
Yes.
Okay. And let's talk about your FMG December 2021 exam. So how will you rate the exam? Was it easy, moderate, or difficult? How did you find the exam to be?
I feel the paper one, the first part, that was a bit moderate to difficult level because I honestly didn't get time. I was like a 10-minute away from the finishing time. I finished the paper. Paper two was relatively easier. I could see even other people just happily coming out of the exam hall after paper two, just finding it very easy as compared to paper one. So I would say it was moderately, and it was overall a moderate paper, I would say. First was difficult, second was easier than the first.
Okay. Okay. And can you tell us about the exam pattern where there more of clinical based scenarios or more of one-liners?
Yeah, firstly, what blueprint they gave, they didn't follow none of it. I could see psychiatry and ortho questions in the first half. And so the order which they give is not at all what it comes. And even weightage wise, the subjects were very much different. I could see PSM questions coming very less, as over to past 2-3 years, PSM questions were so many. And this time it was comparatively less, I felt. But the subjects like medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, they were a lot. So
Okay.
these three subjects played a major part. And I could also see ENT, opth, and pedia coming a bit more than what weightage they give. So these subjects were a bit more. And mostly the questions were of clinical type, long, lengthy questions, and little tricky options. So I had to use exclusion rule in most of the questions to rule out, because I was either confused in two of them always. I used to rule the other two, but I was always confused between two options.
Okay. Okay. If you compare it with June 2021 and June 2021 FMG, the options were easier to rule out. We had left with just the correct option, and the other three were like, you could easily
Yeah.
rule them out. And I guess this exam, the options were little confusing and trickier.
Yeah, actually, in biochemistry, I noticed a very drastic change. Before, I think in June 2021, they asked little direct questions, but this time they twisted the question a bit. Like, if they are not
Okay.
asking about
Okay.
the disease, they would ask about the pathogenesis or the deficiency enzyme part or something. So it was not easily answerable. It was a bit twisted, I felt.
Okay. And you told us about the least subjects which least with least weightage. There was psychiatry, and what other subjects were of, you expected many questions, but it turned out to be very less. What are the subjects?
PSM was a bit less, I felt, because I
Okay.
expected like PSM, everyone studies PSM as a major subject, but a bit
True,
less
true, true.
weightage than usual was given. Rest all anesthesia, psychiatry were less as usual. So all the other subjects were like as expected, but only PSM I was a bit shocked.
Okay. And can you tell us about the time? Was it enough for you to complete it on time?
Yeah, paper one, I actually took
I
a
mean,
bit more
I'm
time.
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Were you able to complete it on time, and how many times you were able to revise all the questions again? I mean, were you able to look at the
Okay.
questions again and cross check?
Yeah, no, I could do it. I could revise again the questions because I have this habit of looking at the question and just thinking whether I know the answer or not directly. If I don't, I skip it. So I did the 150 questions in the fast manner like that. And they were less one-liners, so I think we could exclude them all. And I took time with the clinical questions, like slowly deducting out the question, reading the clue keywords, and then seeing the options. And then if I can't understand a single option, I would use my logic in some way to, because it's a negative exam. So you should try and give the question, do the question no matter what. So,
Yeah.
which I really didn't know I'd use that. But if I knew two options, I would use that exclusion method to do it.
Okay. And when did you actually start preparing for FMG? Was it like 1 year before, or you started your preparation 6 months before the exam? Can you tell us about it?
My I started reading about for FMG from 6th year, but not in a very dedicated manner, I would say. Like everyone just has that fear, oh, it's 6th year, we need to study for FMG. So with that
True.
in mind, I did start, but I started very slowly, I feel. I took 2-3 months to complete each subject. So around 5 subjects I did, and we had come back to India during our 6th year. So we couldn't go back because of Corona and all. So for my final exam time and for my graduation time, I flew back to Russia. So there, that had a time pause for me. I couldn't study that time and I didn't revise it. So I came back and I was like, I don't remember what I studied. So I had to revise all the 5 subjects again and again start up like a new beginning, I feel. So there I was a bit, I procrastinated, I feel. So my dedicated time period would be from August, from when they told the December 12th is the exam date. So from then I was serious for sure.
Okay. So it was from August till December. I
Yeah.
mean, November.
Yeah.
Okay, it's great because you have completed everything in a very short span of time. And
Yeah.
can you tell us about the resources you used? Did you attend any coaching classes, or did you use any online apps?
My main source of preparation was from PrepLadder. Uh, I had also subscribed to Unacademy, but I couldn't use the material so much because of I had already started on with PrepLadder, but I used it as an add-on. Like I used to watch their
Okay.
free classes and their MCQ sessions, which were really great. Whenever I used to feel low or I'm not studying or anything, I used to just binge watch doing MCQs and just it used to keep me in. I used to think that yeah, I'm doing something. At least it used to keep me in that positive mindset.
Okay, and can you share about the importance of solving MCQs? Because so many people, they keep watching the videos and they don't do enough Q banks. Can you share the importance of solving MCQs and how did it help you?
Yes, the I actually didn't do all the 19 videos from main videos. So subjects like anet, surgery, derma, and anesthesia, I couldn't finish due to time. I had less time, very less time to finish. So I did them from rapid revision. And from for anet and surgery, I saw your important topics video, and I'll just do what she's saying and just rely on that. So I totally
Was it
relied on
helpful
that.
for you?
Yeah. I mean, I saw median of fancy pictures and all some added questions were related to what the topics which you mentioned. So upper limb, lower limb were very important. So thank you for those for those important topics video. You at least get an idea from where questions are about to come, and even the PYQs to help you in that. Like they give you a brief idea about the topics because the questions were not at all repeated, but the topics were.
Okay. And may I know how many times you revised the material? I mean, was it 3 or 4 revisions or many more? Just be honest and share with us.
No, no, it was around. I actually finished my first reading by October mid. So I kept that goal in mind that at least till that time I have to, because after that I had seen many seniors telling that do not study new in the last 1 month. So for that I
Yeah.
finished my post in October mid so that I could revise. So approx I revised twice only. I couldn't revise much. Already I was in that. I had already done rapid revision, and then I had to again revise that. That was a bit stressful for me for those 4 subjects, especially. But the rest 15, I could do it very easily because I already knew the basics. Like I felt that I needed to strengthen my basics first, then jump into rapid revision because it's a very brief but a very high
Yeah.
yield revision, which actually helps you solve MCQs in a very you will feel very confident after doing rapid revision. I feel you feel like as if yes, I can do it. That motivation comes after you do your first revision at least. And
Yeah. Yeah.
MCQs, yes, MCQs, I used to do it on a variable basis, but I used to do a mixed bag. Like if I finished patho or pharma, if I'm doing patho and I'd already finished pharma, I would daily do my custom module, like take some 20 questions minimum. Maybe it may be 50 some days if I'm not doing theory much. And then add the other subjects which I've already studied and put them on an easy mode first in the
Okay.
beginning, and then do them and assess myself out of 20 how much I got correct. Like how much do I remember this subject on a mixed bag. Yeah, and mixed bag it does get a bit biased, but I used to do that. And later on I added on like moderate and hard level too. So in the last part of my preparation, I was doing all the 3 modes with minimum 50 questions a day. Yeah, in the last about 100 I did try to do some days, but I ended up sleeping in the end.
Yeah. Thank you for the tip, because it's a great tip that you have given us about the custom module. And
Yeah.
I'm also curious to know how was your daily schedule like when you started your preparations for FMG, and how many hours did you study every day? Can you
Yeah.
share with us?
Is the I had seen this video of Dr. Marva and Dr. Sparsh Gupta sir. I like their idea of dividing the day into 4 parts: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And each sector has 3 hours each. You divide them into three hours, and it depends on you actually. Like each person is having a different study time. Like I am a morning person, some may be a night person, so you need to
True, true.
do a trial and error. Like try some things and see where you, at least in first 3 months, don't try this in the last month, but in the first
Mm-hmm.
3 months it's better to have that trial and error and find out whether you can revise in the morning or in the night, because I tried in the night and I ended up sleeping. So I shifted it to morning times, and in the night I would see videos so that it would keep my mind active, and yeah, I would stay awake for a longer time. And I used to study around 10 hours. Like it never went up to 12. I don't know how much ever I tried. I just, out of exhaustion, I slept. But I felt that was enough. I felt.
Okay. And how was your exam day like after completing your first paper? How did you feel?
Honestly, very confused. After the first paper, I didn't know what to. I don't know. I was so confused about myself. Have I done nice or good? I really didn't understand. But then I just kept myself ready for the second paper. I did not study anything in between. I just told myself कि I have the second paper left. The battle is, I can still win this battle. So, just keep yourself for the second half.
So nice. And Lastly, any tips that you would like to give our fellow FMG aspirants out there?
Yeah, I would say to first try and assess your weak and strong subjects. Like in this paper, how well you perform. It's very important to analyze yourself because, yeah, we are scared of doing that. Sometimes we feel bad, we feel depressed, but take some time off first and then slowly sit and see yourself like how well you perform, which subjects were the strong ones, which were the weak ones. In the weak ones, just try and start from the beginning because maybe the fundamentals and the basics were needed to be are needed to make means you have to make them strong first, and the strong ones you can just keep revising because you're already strong at them and doing GTs. This is I have seen so many like you
And I'm
telling
just
about the
curious, how many?
importance of
I'm
GT.
sorry, I'm sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
yeah.
Uh, how many mocks did you give before appearing for FMG?
I'd given 7. I had started giving mocks after I did
And
5, 6 subjects. Yeah, I had not started after all the subjects I finished. So whenever I used to give in the between, I used to get 120, 130. And I was like, okay, I've not done these subjects, so maybe I don't know them. So in that way, I used to keep myself confident, and I was stuck in that 140 loop for a long time. I think till my fifth GT. So after that, from my sixth, I just jumped across 150. And before the exam, I had a 170 score. And then in whole November, I did not give any GT because I was scared of just, I don't know, I was like, if I get less marks, I was too scared to give that GT. So 1 month I did not give. So I also didn't expect this score actually.
everybody feels like that because mocks are always difficult, right? It is to prepare
Yeah,
yourself for the worst scenario that is possible. So
yeah,
even my mocks weren't that great, but I ended up getting a nice score. So
yeah.
we have to assure this to our aspirants.
Yeah.
And you can go
It's
on with
a,
your tips. Yeah.
yeah, importance of GTs like from the beginning, not from giving even, I would say like 3, 4 subjects are enough. But if you are too judge, if you feel like no, then you can start from 7, 8 subjects. That would be pretty much, I could say, can do that as well. And not giving up. And having that self confidence in yourself that yes, you can do it. We FMGs do have that low self confidence about how would we give this exam and everything, because I don't know, it's just that fear that we are here and we have this competition around us, and we feel that Indian students are much better, but I don't think so. You need to have that self confidence and
True.
just keep working hard. Do not stop. If you do stop, just try and do something which like if you're having a bad day, just do some MCQs, basic, or do something which is study relatable, I would say, so that you don't lose that touch, because it's difficult to bring it back. And social media, yes, I kept my phone away for a long time. I like social media, so I first took my phone and kept it in the hall. So I was like, no phones. So I would say not to use any phones, but if you can use till a limited time, like an hour most maximum, not more than that, I would say.
Okay. And I'm also curious to know about your reaction. What was your first reaction when you came to know that you have scored this amazing score?
I
How did you feel
actually
like?
I actually had gone to Hyderabad to roam around because I was getting too anxious at home sitting. So I just went with my parents, and I was at the airport, and I remember getting this result notification. I'm like, no, no, I'll not open here. It is too, I'll just wait. And I went home and I opened, I just started shouting. I got so many marks. I told my parents to go out of the room also because I was so scared. of them judging me that time. So I was alone seeing my marks and I was so happy. That was like I think the biggest happiest day of my life right now in this year.
Okay. And thank you for sharing your time with us. I would say it's one
Yeah.
of the most honest interviews because you shared with us your tips, strategies, and
Yeah.
everything. You are being very honest. Thank you for that. And I also want to congratulate you again. And
Yeah.
what are your future plans?
And I'm planning to do my internship here in Mumbai.
Okay.
I want to actually have that more practical experience because we now do have the theoretical aspect of things, but I think due to COVID and everything, I've lost that. So mostly I would focus more on my practical skills more.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best for your future. And I hope our
Yeah.
fellow foreign medical graduates found this video extremely useful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's like an honor to be, talking with you here on this platform. You
My
inspire so
pleasure.
many
Thank you.
people. Yeah.
Thank you.